All right, guys. Hey, it's good to see you tonight. It is August 9th at 11:54 p.m. It's almost, it's Saturday, August 9th. Day's just wrapping up. In fact, we're just ending out week 6. And so, got back from the Redwood Forest, got back yesterday. Didn't do any recordings, took the whole day to drive. And now I'm back at home and just taking care of things needed throughout the day. And so wanted to quickly get a last recording in to round out week 6 and kind of give you an update on the numbers of our effect or what we worked on this week. So as you know, we launched the YouTube series this week. We sent out the email campaign. And so I want to give you some of the numbers after hitting a few days. It usually takes a day or two. You just get the final reports just because it takes a little time for people to see email campaigns and reply to it and take action on it. So quickly show you those numbers. I'm in MailChimp right now. You can see the campaign. We keep growing, 400 plus members, and a YouTube series. It was sent August 5th. We had 386 recipients. We had an open rate of 39.2% with 2%, 2.9 open or clicks, excuse me. So that translates to about 147 opens with 11 clicks. You can see from the numbers from previous campaigns, again, it's been about a year since I did my last email campaign, but you can kind of see the other ones. It's pretty on par on the opens, maybe a little bit better on the opens. I'm going to show you another screen here, but what did better is the click-through. So normally we hovered around, just a smaller percentage of click-throughs, but we had a better turnout on that one. I'm going to another screen here, show you that more, a little more details. So yeah, here you go. Open rate 24%. That translated about 91 opens. Click rate at 2.9%. A bounce rate 3.1%, and unsubscribe 0.8. So about 3 of those. So quick definition of bounce rate. What that means is when you send an email and it goes to deliver the email and it cannot deliver it. So like an email address is old or it just can't deliver the email for whatever reason, that's called a bounce rate. So we had 12 of them, which means people don't have those emails anymore. And so the nice thing about MailChimp is it kind of keeps track of that and cleans your data for you. So it will clean that up from my list when I go to send another one. The unsubscribe obviously is people not wanting to get the emails anymore, which is sad to see that. And then 91 opened of the batch that was sent out. That's not bad. As I mentioned, I haven't been messaging to the Common Creatives group for a good long while, so that's just part of the what happens, right? It's just haven't engaged in the community for a good while. So hopefully we see that number go up. Hopefully we continue to provide value to people that they're interested in what we're doing. But yeah, that's what we saw. So that translated into deliveries again, 374 deliveries. Total opens is 126. Now, what you might see the difference, you might be asking like, why is there 91 opens up the top left and then 126 opens that you see down in this area right here? The reason that is that number in the bottom right hand corner is that's counting how many times an individual may open the email itself. So it's not uncommon for people to get an email and then like they open it 2 or 3 times and then they'll click on a link. That's what that second number over there is counting. And then the first one up here is just direct opens. So that's why you see the 2 different numbers there. Yeah, so some other interesting data in here. You can see the number of things that people clicked on was the YouTube channel. We got 9 people there, and then clicking onto the actual link at Common Creatives. The main call to action for the email was to get them go to watch the YouTube, so that worked. And then we also provided the secondary links to go to the platform. People could check that out. This one's what's really kind of cool to see too. I did a previous email or previous video about this. So this is in comparison to previous emails in the past. You can see my open rate for this campaign actually did better than the ones in the past. So this email performance was at 39%, where in the past my average is about 30%. And then industry wide, you're looking at like 35%. So did better there. So the content was more interesting to people. The click rate, let's take a look at that one. If mouse, come on, mouse. Here we go. No. There we go. Worked for me there. Okay, so your click rate, the email performance, you can see I can get a 2.9%, my average 0.8, and then peers is 5.5. So people opened, the click through wasn't as compelling, but for me in my past campaigns, it's done better. And then the unsubscribe is still hovering a little bit higher up in there. That's again 0.8 isn't horrible, but it is higher than the average. So that's not what we want. We want to be providing valuable things to people they don't feel like they want to leave. But yeah, that's what that looked like. So I'm going to run through a couple other things here for you. Facebook, again, we did the posting on Facebook. This is the business account. You can see we're now at 49 likes with 48 followers. Still very infinite, or very beginning stages of all this. Not impressive too much at all, but it's a starting point. So that was on the business account. On my personal Facebook account, did post on that one. Let's take a look at that to give you some. This is more where we're going to get probably a little more traction on things. I had a few people, some family members mention me in there, some family members liking it and making comments in there. We also had the, again, just posting on there, myself posting on there with some comments in there, 6 comments, 3 shares. So again, anybody watching this be like, that's not like amazing at all. But to be honest, I'm not on Facebook very much, but it is a valuable thing to post to. I'll show you the rest of the numbers and I'll talk to you about why social media is helpful and all this. But let me just show you here real quick on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I am a lot more active on LinkedIn. So I have a lot more followers on there. And that's where I do a lot of my social media stuff. But just show you that I posted it on the LinkedIn posting itself. We had 8 comments in there with about 15 people liking and commenting on it, which was great. The actual business itself. So here's some more of the data from that. So let's see if I can show you. Let me scroll up here. There we go. So we've got the actual post. Impressions, we got 670. Members reached 356. Some other activity in there. Here's my post viewer demographics. This is going to go off of, again, people I'm connected with. But you can see in Salt Lake City is the biggest area. People with the title of senior in software development is next. And then the last one is the analytics for itself on just my posting on there. You can see my analytics. We got 743. That's up at 209% in the last 7 days, with my followers increasing 2.4%, and profile views 181 in the last 90 days. The one thing I didn't show you in that, I'm going to pause. I didn't show you the actual business posting. I showed you my personal one on LinkedIn, but let me just pause it real quick and I'll show you the business on just a second. All right, guys, we're back. Okay, still on LinkedIn, and you can see that I'm on the actual business page for Common Creatives. It's got 234 followers. Some basic things in here. Search appearances down a little bit. You can see the post down there itself with 1 like, which was probably me. And then our analytics, let's just take a look at our analytics. And again, not a ton going on here, but I haven't done much on this page in general. But you can see the little bump when it was posted. Yeah, there's August 5th when the campaign went out. So little tiny bump in there in the actual business. Um, yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. Let me show you some of the analytics from Google. So this I mentioned I'm using Google Analytics on the tracking of the analytics for the website. This tracks all of different kind of activity. On the top, you see amount of common creatives, and this is the main report snapshot. This is what is probably going to be the most interesting as I look at this from an analytical perspective. This top area, you can see had some fluctuations going over here. This is when we posted on August 5th. You can see we had on the actual Common Creative site 16 people come in, and they stayed here a little bit longer. So in past, we get bumps up there and they kind of hit for a minute, and then the difference here is you see that they stayed a little bit, or they're a little bit more traffic that was a bump that sustained for a day or two. And that's just reflective of the email campaign taking a day or two for people to open their email and read it and take action on it. So the biggest bump, which isn't too surprising, happened on the 5th when we sent out the campaign. It was up 433%, which seems awesome. But again, when you're not doing too much traffic, that is what it is. So, and then the next 2 days, we had about 12 people coming in there. This one's also interesting. I'm not going to go through every one of these, but direct coming in. We got different like organic search. This other one is probably the most interesting one from the campaign. You can see here, this is a trend coming up from August 4th is previous, and then August 5th and 6th, and then you see it trailing back up. And again, that's just a reflective of over the last 30 days, people coming in, and that's the effect of the email campaigns. Again, not a whole bunch of numbers, but we're working with campaigns that are really, really small in numbers in general. And but it's good to see that the advertising at least gets people back into thinking about the business and coming in for a day or two. So these other things can be useful as you drill into them. You can see where people came. They were hit the main website, and then they went to the members section, and then creating an account. They looked at that. So in the about page. So again, the data range from this, we're looking at from July 12th to August 9th, 2025. So kind of interesting. Last thing I'll show you on this one is the shop. So this is now the Common Creative Shop Analytics. So it's a different analytics reporting suite for the shop. I expect this one to be a little bit lower numbers just because not a lot of people know about the shop yet. But you can see there is a little bump, and the little bump in there came in August 5th. So you can see 11 people came in on August 5th. And again, that's when we sent out the campaign. So data range goes from July 12th to August 9th, which is today. And yeah, you can see not a whole lot more in there. Some direct traffic coming in. That's where they're mainly coming in. United States. This trend is interesting. You see that it doesn't sustain like the other one. So that's something we're going to want to watch. And then where people are going, you can see the store, the main homepage is the main location, but then hats have been of interest to people. So then we got men's and women's clothing. So that's kind of where people are interested in. So this is good to track because then it kind of helps you see what your traffic is interested in, and it can help future business decisions. So being analytical and data mindset is really good, and so I believe in that. So the events thing, this is helpful to kind of see like micro interactions of what people are doing. Um, yeah, you can see I've got one over here for the Common Creatives account or the platform. We've got page views and scrolls and session starts, and so this is all kind of like what people do on there. So again, I'm not going to go through all the analytics on this, but these are the main ones I'm looking at right now because it is part of our goals. which leads me to the last part of this video, and then we'll wrap it up. So, couple of great things have happened. We had a great end of last week, so I'm back into my Kanban. Kanban board, again, is what's helping me keep things straight of what I'm working on, what I'm moving into next. I added a new column. The new column is an archive column. These are the progress things I've been doing the last few weeks. And the difference is now the complete one is going to be what I got done this week. So you can see this week I stylized email and added the CC logo to the header. So those are main emails going out. And then we've got the in progress and the future backlog. So I think what we're going to do is I still have that end-to-end testing I want to do with the family. And we'll talk about this add Venmo project or the payment options. You heard in previous videos, I've been talking about this. I just got an email back from the Venmo team saying that they've been able to remove my old business one that's not related to Common Creatives. And so that has given me room to add Common Creatives as the business account that I can add to my personal account. Again, Venmo has a policy, a settings, a system that you can only have one business associated with your personal account. And so I've gone the rounds with them trying to clear that up. Got word back that they have cleared it up, and I just need to go in there. So that's good news. That's what I want to do because I want to add a Venmo option on the About section for donations. So if you're listening to this and that's of interest to you, then hopefully by the time you're watching this, there is a Venmo donate option on the About page on the Common Creatives website. So good news there. I'm going to be spending some time working on that. So that's what's coming up this week 7. I'm going to pull in some other cards of what things we're going to work on. So let's see here. The thing I want to pull into, so on this far column, I've got this bugs backlog. I actually had a family member go and create an account watching these videos. They're like, oh, well, I'm going to go create an account. So they did, and then they messaged me and let me know they found a few bugs. So if you're that individual and you know who you are, thank you. You're awesome. I really appreciate that. We can't make this better unless there's people like you letting us know those issues. So if it wasn't you and you do find bugs, let me know. There is a way to do that on the website itself. There is a little messaging option that you can click on and you can send having problems with this page or want to request a feature. Just fill that out and send it in, and I will get that information. Or you can make a comment on any of these videos, and that will also get my attention, and I'll log it as one of these bugs to make this more valuable for you. So this individual let me know that they have a music account. So they want to upload some music. So when they went to do that, they had some messages preventing them, some error messages letting them know they couldn't do it. So you can see I've got this bug logged as not being able to upload music. So I'm going to look into that this week. We'll pull that in progress. We're going to add Google ratings on the Google. So I got 2 emails from Google. They are letting me know that on my store, I've integrated it with the with the Google merchandise platform. It's a way that you can review how your products are doing through Google, and they also help you advertise it on Google rankings. And they've sent me some emails letting me know that it's not fully integrated and set up for their platform. So I'm going to be doing that. So you can see there's one here for the ratings for Google. It's basically so Google can put ratings on things when people purchase them. You've also got an ad update Google conversion tracking. So that just those two go together. And then so those 2 right there, this one, job board post is not submitting. We can get rid of that. We did fix it. So I'm going to get rid of it, that task. That's working now. And then I also got an email from them that they're just giving me a heads up that the end of 2025, Google is going to be changing their reCAPTCHA keys. And again, I'm using that to validate any kind of form submissions. it's working right now. They are just giving people who use those heads up that at the end of this year, you got to find a solution that's different. So, or just upgrade it to their new solution. So I'm not going to do that for this sprint. I'm going to put both of these in here for that. And then I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to look at the other things I have in the backlog. And then I'll tell you what the rest of this week 7 is looking like for me. So 1 second. All right, guys, we're back. So I'll talk you through what I have for this sprint for the actual product, the website. So again, what we're going to update is we're going to add the How I Got Here YouTube series on the About page. So right now on the About page on the website, it just has a information about us and the donate with PayPal. So we're going to update the Venmo, and then I'm going to add also a link to the How I Got Here video series that you're watching right now, so people can find it there as well. So we're going to add that on. The second one is add update Google conversions being tracked. Again, this is just tying into Google's platform that they are also informed if there's any conversions that are happened on the shop, and that just helps with my analytics. And then I'm going to look in this bug that the family member mentioned in their account, not being able to upload music for music creators. And then we're going to do that end-to-end test. I've been talking about this for the last little while. Finish that out for the shop, and then add the Venmo payment donation option again on that About page. So that is what we're planning for the product itself. I'm going to pause it again, and I'm going to get the advertising marketing Kanban board updated, and then I'll show you that. All right, guys, we're back. I'm now in the CC marketing advertisement Kanban board. This is again just tasks assigned or that I have for the advertising or marketing side of things. So real quick on the far right, on the archive, again, we've got the compile and release the edit 1 week through week 4 videos. Already did that. Again, that's on the archive. In the completed one, design, develop, and send out email campaign announcing YouTube How I Got Here series, posted videos on YouTube, design the YouTube series cover, and other notes around that. And so you're all watching this is all available now. So that was accomplished. This last one on here, doctor appointment results back in. So I did get a call back from Dr. Kimball. Again, if you need to go back and watch that video, I did a baseline on my health in running this. I got a call from them, and they also sent in the results back about any blood work, and they happy to report that I am fit and I am healthy, and there was nothing concerned on my blood report. So everything's looking great there. And so a little return report back to you guys about that. And so yeah, good there. So in progress, just pulled in a new card. So part of this is we've got an email marketing campaign. My goal in this is I'd like to be more consistent in sending out email campaigns to the current audience through MailChimp. And I'm going through, I have basically a calendar that I'm trying to have a new email go out once a week on Mondays or Tuesdays. And the cycle is that it will go CC stats, that's kind of like the numbers of the website, and then we'll do an e-com store merch drop, and then there's industry freelance stats. So this is more like what the industry looks like freelancing, any job board posts if we have any, and then feature highlight. And then we'll just kind of cycle through those throughout the year. So that's my email campaign plan. The reason why I want to do that is to keep people engaged. Again, I've been sporadic in it the last little while. I want to be more regular, and so that will be part of the video series coming up, is just saying that helps keep people who are already interested in the progress of Common Creatives, they too will stay engaged and keep it hopefully forefront of mind and be aware of the progress of it. So the old adage, out of sight, out of mind, right? So we want to keep people aware of the progress we're making. So that's going to be just a cycle. And this next one this week, I'm going to put together an email campaign that talks about the Common Creative stats, how many people are there, and where people are located. So stay tuned as we go to design, develop, and deploy those. Good thing with that, again, is I've already got some templates in MailChimp that should help speed that up. So okay, last thing I want to show you on that, now that I've got the week plan going into week 7, I'm going to show you the results of the YouTube series. So you can see now we've got 7 subscribers. There are 20 videos currently. The highest one viewed is the intro, which is the How I Got Here intro. It's got 47 views. It was posted 4 days ago. The next is the 19 views of week 1, episode 1. And then there's a 6 views for week 1, episode 2. And then they just kind of trail off from there. So it's a start. And I'm grateful that you're here for the beginning. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. I know that sounds trite, but it really does help in getting this out. So that's what I'm bringing me to round out this video. As I mentioned in previous videos, the next phase for me and the success of Common Creatives is advertising. And by showing you by being an entrepreneur in today's America, you have so many tools available to us today, more tools that we've ever had, more in the history of the world, really. And there are so many free options and so many tools that can help you. And social media is one of those powerful tools. It's a tricky one to master and to use effectively. Everybody can quickly put stuff up on the internet. And so there's a sea of stuff that's all asking for our attention. And so if it's done well, it can be a great way to advertise and get more people informed of what you're working on. And so in that regard, it's awesome. As you can see, I am no guru at it now, but if you're watching this, again, like, comment, and subscribe. Your subscription really does help in getting it out there, and your comments really help by people who are already following you, or just helps the algorithm in YouTube. And so get your content found. So if you're finding this interesting at all, or you have just general comments, positive or even negative, post them. It is helpful. I will read them, and helps this move forward. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for me this week. Hopefully, you're learning some of these things along the way, and I'm excited to get into week 7 to keep this going. So, I'll give you some updates on week 7 come Monday. All right. Have a good one.